my boys, good morning. I just arrived from the kitchen with the coffee ready, because in this beautiful day we're gonna talk about the best content for new Path of Exile 1 players. So I consider Blight to be the best content for fresh Path of Exile 1 players. You know, you just install the game, you suck at the game, no problem, you do Blight, you will love it. So this is easy as fuck. You can actually do Blight naked. I mean naked in game, not at the computer chair. So what's so special about this thing? First of all, it will allow you to power level. So on League-Starter, as you know, on day 2 I'm above level 94. The main reason is I do a lot of blighted maps with Verdan oils, and this allows me to get a lot of experience fast. Also, it's good for League-Start because it gives you a lot of bubblegum currency, like a lot of bubblegum currency if you do Blight. So expect to put quality early on the flask, on your weapon, armors, on the gems, you know, even Orb of Horizons, you drop a lot of them in Blight. As you know, Orb of Horizons will allow you to complete your Atlas bonus objectives faster. Man, it's great. You get a lot of bubblegum currency. Of course, you get the oils. Where am I the oils? Here are the oils. I'm on standard now. I'm gonna check it here. So people need oils in order to anoint their amulets, yeah? You can sell to other players, but by far the biggest money maker will be blighted maps. And this you can run or you can sell to other players. So here at the Atlas we're gonna discuss the nodes, especially here at the top. When you allocate these things you will drop shit ton of blighted maps. Now on League-Start, red blighted maps sell really good, like 20 chaos, 40 chaos. If it's tier 16 red blighted map, 20, 40 chaos, you sell to other players, or you have the option to run it yourself. Either way, it's quick profit. Let's talk. And if you know what towers to build in what order, and if you have Cassia Sprite here that will make the towers do 300% more damage, will become easy as fuck. You don't even need to attack. And I will do a map to demonstrate. So I will not attack at all. I will just make the towers in a tier 16 and they will do the whole Blight encounter, you know, stress free. And that's why it's so good, man. It's so good because even if you have a shit build, so I don't know what build you're playing. Let's say you play a shit build. You'll still be able to clear the Blight and collect the rewards. Yeah, so actually there are two contents that I always recommend for new players. One is Blight, the other one is Heist. But for Heist you need, you know, to have a good build. I mean a decent build, let's put it like this. But for Blight, even if you play the shittiest build on the planet, you'll still be able to have 100% completion chance. What you need to do is you need to watch a guide. So if you're new to Path of Exile 1, you need a guide for Blight. Luckily you can go on my shitty channel and here is the playlist. And if you open the playlist, you will see how to do Blight inside the maps and how to do blighted maps. These are short guides, you know, they are very sexy, very nice. If you're curious, on my channel you have the guides. I need to advertise, you know, I need to promote my channel. So here in the playlist section, you have here currency making guides. The first two videos at the top is for blighted maps. Second one is for Blight inside the maps. Let's discuss the nodes first, then I'll do a map showcase. I want to demonstrate that without attacking, I can complete the Blight encounter. So it's easy as fuck. Now let's take a closer look at the nodes here, see what's so special. We have two powerful nodes here at the bottom that will reduce the cost of the buildings. So by allocating these two small nodes, you'll be able to build more towers. More towers, it will get easier. These are very powerful. Now let's talk about this one. Pretty much when the Blight encounter ends, you will click on those towers. Those towers will become clickable, will give you extra loot. This is not that big, but why not? We're gonna take it. And you know that you get 100% chance to find Blight in each map that you open just by taking the nodes, especially these ones at the top. So with the Atlas nodes, each time you open a map, you're guaranteed to find Blight. You don't need to use scarabs or any crap like that. Here are the nodes that will make Blight easy in your maps. Pretty much the monsters from Blight will take increased damage. They will die faster. They will die faster. Here, not only that they take increased damage, the pump will have more life. So it will resist longer, but this is the biggest one, Cassia Sprite. This is a special keystone that will reduce the damage your character does. And I'm assuming a lot of Saki boys, you know, already have shit damage, but will make the towers do much more damage. 300% more damage, which is a huge multiplier. And pretty much once you allocate Cassia Sprite, the towers will do shit ton of damage. And even if you have a shit build, you'll still be able to complete the Blight encounter just by placing the towers in a smart way, of course. That's why you need to watch a guide. Here are 4 loot, general loot, so you get better drops, you know, lucky. It will give your Blight chest to be lucky, meaning that they will roll 2 times, picking the best possible reward. And here also you have a chance to open the Blight multiple times. There are some chests at the end. 20% chance to open them multiple times. That's the reason in some maps, with these nodes at the top, you will get shit ton of blighted maps that you can run or you can sell to other players. Yeah. So these nodes at the top are profit, big profit, especially in red maps. So you have more chance to find blighted maps. Blighted maps are special maps that are very, very rewarding. Look, 60% to contain blighted maps. Also, after you finish the blight encounter, all the other maps that you drop have a chance to drop as blighted maps, because you get a buff called Blight Reach. So these are big. You want to take it later, especially in red maps, since red blighted maps on the first week of a league start, they are expensive as fuck. Yeah. You know, Blight on league start is actually profitable, but it falls down. You know, after 2 weeks, it's not that profitable anymore. But in the first week, when I'm telling you, everyone needs oils, everyone needs blighted maps, yeah? And here are some nodes that I don't recommend to take on league start, yeah? Especially this thing, Blight Spawn. So your Blight Spawn will make the Blight encounter on league start extremely hard. You know, it will spawn a lot of bosses that will whoop your ass. You can take Blight Spawn later when you fully done your build, but not on league start when you're on a 4 link, 5 link, when you get your upgrade. So avoid this thing. You can take the small ones, because it can generate additional reward chests. Fine, this you can take, but you should not take the big one, Blight Spawn here. This we will not take. Good. And my boys, I explained the notes. Let's do a map showcase. I want to demonstrate that you can complete the Blight without attacking at all. If you know what you're doing because you watched the guide, you can complete the map, the blighted encounter, without any issues. And here I'm on standard, the league just migrated. So this is Atlas skill tree 2. I need to put it here. Let's do it. Yeah, so I will do the blight encounter. Very easy. The main reason is Cassia's Pride. So that keystone will make the towers do shit ton of damage. The moment you take Cassia's Pride, it's easy. So let's find the blight. By the way, this is my starter. You can see it on my sexy YouTube channel if you're curious. I'll also put the guide in the description of this video if you want to make it. So I always league start with this build. It's pretty solid if you want to make it, but this is not the purpose of the video. Okay, let's find the blight. Oi.
Finally.
You will see it on the mini-map with an icon. I'm telling you, Blight is great. Look here, I'm an experienced player in Path of Exile. I take Blight. You're asking me why? It's not that much for currency, which you make a lot of currency first week. It's for power level. So I always, or by day 2, I'm above level 94 because I do a lot of Blight. Blight inside the maps gives a lot of experience, but even blighted maps give a lot of experience. Yeah, I will do both of them and you'll see. Whoop. So yeah, there are 2 types of Blight. This is a regular map, we're gonna fight Blight. This is Blight inside the maps. And we have blighted maps, which are a separate thing. So because I'm assuming some of you are new to the game, we will also do a blighted map, because I want to explain a couple of things with the anoints. So we want to make it easier for Saki boys. So here it's Blight in the map. And here I will do the encounter without attacking with my totems. Just by making the right towers. Now it also comes from 2 sides, no problem. Okay. I mean, look, here it's not that... Man, I find excuses, no? No. I promise that I will not attack, let's see. I mean, you should attack if you have a build, but... Yeah. Trying to body block to buy time. We'll explain what I'm doing in a second. So you want to make tier 4 towers. These do a lot of damage. So these tier 4 towers as fast as possible, at least one. Once you make a tier 4 tower, it's done, because they do too much damage. So this one, tier 4 tower, and you check the immunities here. The best tower in my opinion is the scout tower. This is the scout tower. If you have immunity to scout tower, I'll melt frostbolt towers. If I have immunity to frostbolt tower, then I'll make arc towers. Yeah, of course, I am not attacking on purpose, by the way. I'm trying to body block. Of course, you'll have a build, you'll attack, will be, you know, be easier. But I wanted to show that you can do the blighted map even without attacking. And I didn't summon any totem. you know, this is an exceptional case where I usually want to attack, yeah? So again, this is my strategy for maps. I don't stress myself, you know, some people like to do it like in blighted maps. They put freeze ball towers, stun towers. No, you don't need it. So in normal maps I make either only scout towers, either only arc towers, or I make only freeze ball towers, yeah, depending on the immunities. Because Cassia Sprite makes it very easy. For blighted maps it's a different scenario. There we're gonna use a combination of defensive towers and offensive towers. Yeah, let's collect the loot and open a blighted map. I mean, you check that video and you'll see how to do it, because it's a guide on how to do blight if you suck. Look, I got a blighted map. This is expensive on League-Starter. This map, it's like 20-30 kills on week 1. You can run or you can sell to other players. Yeah, it's a big money maker. Now let's run this map, why not? So, you don't put it directly in the map device and run it, yeah, this blighted map. So let's start with the basic first. First of all, the blighted map, it's an out of Atlas strategy. So you'll not benefit from reduced cost of towers, you'll not benefit from Cassia Sprite if you run this. So whatever you took in the Atlas, don't worry, it will not affect the blighted map. What you need to understand, you can anoint it with oils. Put here some oils, you want to make it more profitable, more easy, etc. Give me a second, I'm on standard. Let's remove this and find my oil tab. Good, we put it here. So what I suggest, what I do personally on League-Starter, I put 2 Verdan oils, 1 Amber. This will give me experience boost. So it will allow me to get a lot of levels fast if I run the blighted map. And I usually put Amber oil so I can build more towers. This is the combination that I recommend on League-Starter. 2 Verdan, 1 Amber. Yeah, if you're new to the game and you suck really hard, you should put 1 Verdan and 2 Amber. This will reduce the towers by 50%. You can make a lot of towers to experiment. When you get more experience, you will put 2 Verdan on League-Starter. And when you get really good at Blight, you can put 3. And this will give you 135 increased experience gain. So on League-Starter, getting a lot of levels early, it's big. This is free character power without breaking the bank. You just level up and you get more skill points. So let's anoint it like this. Okay, this is how I'm doing on League-Starter. There are 90% experience gain, then 25 reduced cost of buildings. You will juice it a little. Another thing that you want to do here is consider, if it's red blighted map, to put a Valo. Now you'll ask me why. Now it will get corrupted. If the blighted map is corrupted, you have the possibility to drop tainted oils. Tainted oils are much more expensive than golden oils. So this oil cannot drop if your blighted map is not corrupted. You should not corrupt white, yellow maps. Only for red maps I do this thing, and this is crazy expensive. Let's see. It's much more expensive than golden oil. Remember, if you want to get this scrap. So now we're gonna put it. And here we have a different tactic. Again, you will need to watch a guide. This is a separate video by itself. So again, you have here Blitz guide, how to do blighted maps and blight ravish maps. You watch this thing and we'll explain. Now look what I'm doing here. I will try to repeat this knowledge, but you should watch a guide that covers it in depth, because I don't want again to make this video too long. So first thing that I do, I move the portal further away from the pump so I don't misclick it by mistake. Then I will begin the encounter and I will read the immunities. Here are the tower immunities. Based on these immunities, you will decide what towers to make. For example, I don't see fire immunity, so I can make a lot of meteor towers, because they will just one scout tower immunity here. So even scout towers are fine. So you want to make defensive and offensive towers. At intersections, usually what I do, if I have immunity to stun and freeze, I will make like this, both freeze and stun. I make both of them. When you upgrade these towers, you make sure that they are level 3. You never upgrade to level 4. So the stun tower and freeze tower, you always upgrade to level 3. Don't upgrade it more. For the offensive towers, you always want to upgrade it to level 4. So this will be the level 4 of the tower. In my opinion, the best towers are the scout towers, which you see now, and the meteor towers will be this one. The meteor tower. They have a very large area of effect, meaning that will cover a lot of radius in the blighted map. So they can kill enemies from far distance. Also, they do massive damage. Look. So these are my favorite towers. So let's resume it again. At intersections, you want to put a defensive tower that will slow the enemies down. Chilling tower, it's one of them. And seismic tower, it's another. These things. You can put them both if you have immunities here. for seismic and chilling, you can make both of them an intersection and you upgrade.
Put out new
Then you want a
mycelium.
killing tower.
New routes.
Yeah, so for killing towers, I highly encourage to go with this one, scout towers and meteor towers. That's it. I mean, I went in, if you watch that guide, I went in detail, much more detail than this, but I tried to make a quick resume. You can also make empowering towers to make your stronger. This empowering tower will make your towers stronger. It will buff the towers in the area. Let's make it here too. And now these towers are buffed. Will attack faster, will be better. You need to pay attention to the lanes. You see, new lanes will appear. You need to make again at intersection. You make freeze and seismic. Let's make here freeze, make here seismic. And you need to make killing towers too.
New routes.
Here we can make, we don't have fire immunity, I can make a lot of meteor towers. Meteor towers. Now blighted maps are so easy that you really don't need ring anoints. As you know, you can anoint your rings in similar to how you anoint blighted maps. But they are easy, man. If you watch a guide, you really don't need. You can, for the ring anoints, you can go with the one that makes that chilling tower, this one, to freeze the enemies, or the seismic tower, this one, to stun the enemies longer. Yeah, you can go with these ones. I mean, we have multiple options for this, but personal preference. But it's easy, this is the idea. If you watch a guide, blighted maps are easy as fuck. Everyone can do it, no matter how new you are to the game. Now we're gonna make some killing towers. A meteor tower too. That's it. Defensive towers and killing towers. Remember this. You make that intersection, everything will be easy.
New routes.
Yeah. So we use a slightly different strategy for blighted maps and slightly different strategy for blight inside the map. Good. Look here, meteor tower has a large area of effect. And by the way, I need to repeat, you'll power level. You'll get a lot of experience early on, yeah? And it's very important. If you're on day 2 level 94 or higher because you do blight, it will give you a lot of extra character power. It will be easier to do red maps, for example, even with shit items. So character levels are character power boost early on for free. Blight is great when you make profit. You also power level. I'm telling you, you should try it. I mean, if you're new to the game, you go with Blight, you trust PoE guy, and you make sure that you watch a guide. So you understand what to do, how to do. Scooby-Doo. You understand Scooby-Doo? Let's make one here. And now at this point, you just make towers, you know, killing towers. You check the immunities, and based on what I see here, I can make shit ton of meteor and scout towers. These are the best towers in my opinion for blighted maps. Meteor and Scout. Why? Because they have a huge range. They can attack enemies from multiple lanes. They have a huge range. They have a large area of effect. They cover a large area. Yeah? That's why they are so good. Also, they do a lot of damage. So you make everywhere towers like this and it will become easy. Another thing that you need to understand, you try to make your towers closer to the pump. Because there is a thing, if you go too far away from the pump, the towers will stop attack. Not from the pump, from the towers. So these towers will attack as long as you're nearby. If you go too far away, all the towers will stop attacking and the monsters will pass. So you need to be closer to the towers at all times. Remember this. Again, was explained in my Blitz guide for Blight, if you want to check it. Let's make this. Now the rewards start appearing. You see? Check on this bar. You can see your reward progress. When all the monsters are dead, you can collect the reward. I mean, you can start clearing them up with your build. Let's clear them up. Now, you see the rewards appear as I clear the monsters. Okay, and now it'll be over. Done. My boys, let's do another Blight inside the map, which is easy as fuck with Cassia's Pride, and I will show you. People stress too much here. It's not like blighted maps. You can make one tower type and everything will die, because Cassia's Pride makes the towers do shit ton of damage. So let's find Blight. Let's find the Blight encounter and we do it. I'll show you how easy it is. You need to check the immunities, that's all. Okay, here it is. Okay, my boys, so what we gonna do? We start the encounter. We check the immunity. So here I have immunity to Scout Tower. I have immunity to Freeze Tower. Let me kill this crap. Okay. So I'll make Arc Towers in this situation. Yeah? You can check my guide. Just one tower type. Arc Towers everywhere will be enough. Look, Arc Towers everywhere I'll make.
The Blight is trying to spread.
Here I'll make Arc Towers. So you want to make them directly level 4 because the towers are incredibly powerful at level 4. So you want to upgrade as fast as possible the tower to level 4. This one. Now let's put here this. Now I'll show you how easy. I'm not attacking, by the way. I'm not attacking. You can do with any build. So assume this is... I don't know what build you're playing. Maybe you don't do damage. This is tier 16 and I'm finishing the Blight. And I'm making one tower type. People stress too much when in Blighted Maps, I'm telling you. You will watch my guide and you will understand in what order you will make the towers. And how to read correctly the immunities. Ah, look, one tower type. So it's much more easier than Blighted Maps. You don't need to stress. So I'll make Arc Towers everywhere now. Until the Blight encounter ends. And then I will just collect the loot. Look. Look. Oh, sorry about that. We're under attack. We're under attack by the bad manners. You know, I regurgitated. I hope that's how you call it in English. No, regurgitation. Yeah, I regurgitated. Now let's open the chest here. You see, I did it. I didn't attack one tower type. This is why it's so good for new players. You power level, you get a lot of experience on League Start. Blighted Maps sell for a good price, especially in the first week. You get a lot of oils, you get a lot of bubblegum currency. You can even find expensive things, let's be honest. Yeah, you can even find divines. Yeah, so it's just great. It's just great. The fact that it's so easy, it's good for casual players, new players that, you know, they suck at the game. They don't have good builds. They don't have game knowledge. All they need is Cassia's Pride, this keystone. Enjoy the rest of the day and good luck. And by the way, no. Don't enjoy the rest of the day because I need to make a reminder. On my YouTube channel, I will make a video with my Atlas League-Starter progression. So I'm waiting for GGG to publish the rework Atlas 3 for patch 327. Yeah? After they publish it, I will make a League-Starter scenario Atlas progression. I will explain how to fully unlock your Atlas because new players will struggle here with the bonus objectives and all that crap. So when the GGG will reveal the reworked Atlas 3, I will make my League-Starter progression guide and you can see it. Now enjoy the rest of the day and have a beautiful day. Good luck.